dancers perform. These are the barong's attendants and supporters, and their dance is the first act in a drama which may last for the rest of the afternoon and go on late into the night. The barong awaits in his specially built stall, oblivious of these preliminaries, while the gamelan orchestra plays the sacred melodies. Most of the village is here to watch, for this performance is at one and the same time an entertainment and a drama, a ritual and an exorcism. As darkness falls, the barong begins to dance. The two men inside his skin, animating him, have already to some degree been taken over by his spirit. But it will not be unusual if one or both of them, before the evening's drama is over, falls into a deep trance and becomes possessed. The barong's first opponent has emerged from the temple. Horrifying as she may appear, with her goggling eyes, her appalling fangs, and her red pendulous tongue, she's not Rangda the witch, but Rangda's daughter, Rarong. And she's been sent here to try and ensnare the barong with a proposal of marriage. The white cloth she holds is an instrument of her magic. By waving it, she casts spells. By placing it over her head, she becomes invisible. Rarong's mask was cut out of a special tree that grows in the graveyard. Night after night, it has been hung there in the cemetery to charge it with magic. Now it is so powerful that even when it's lying in its basket, it may creak and groan and sometimes even rise in the air, so the people say. In the drama, at this moment, Rarong is truly terrifying. The first skirmish with the barong is about to begin. Barong has placed her magic cloth over her head. She's invisible to all, except to the barong, who, with his supernatural awareness, knows exactly where she is. Although this is a ritual, although all the villagers watching so intently know the plot and the theoretical outcome of the battle, this conflict is nonetheless a real one. In a sense, there is a haunting fear that maybe things will not go as they should. Maybe this time the barong, the guardian of the village, will not win as he has always won in the past. Maybe this time the health and the well-being of the village is in real jeopardy. There is a momentary pause, a lowering of tension in the play that has already been going on for an hour or so. And then suddenly the drama tautens, for out of the temple for the first time comes Ranga. Ranga, the haunter of graveyards, the personification of evil and malevolence. Her shoulders are hung with dead men's entrails, flames spring from her tongue, and her fingers are armed with immense claws. Raurong reports to her mother. The barong has spurned her. She must be revenged. If the drama continues as it usually does, Ranga will do battle with the barong. She will appear to get the upper hand, and men in the audience will fall into trance and rush to the barong's defense, waving swords. Ranga will then bewitch them and make them turn their swords upon themselves. But the barong will miraculously prevent the swords from doing any harm to her supporters. That is what should happen, but things do not always turn out as expected. The drama has been too powerful. Even before battle has been seriously joined, men in the crowd are falling into trance and rushing to attack Ranga. They must be restrained before they injure themselves. And now Ranga herself goes into trance. Ranga is no longer in control of herself. She must be carried forcibly back to the temple to be brought out of her trance by a priest. It seems that the play has come to an early and unexpected end, without any of the usual demonstrations with swords and self-stabbings. The barong visits each of the entranced villagers, giving her benison to bring them out of trance. But all is by no means over yet. These swords are unquestionably sharp. If a man is not deeply entranced, he may well injure himself severely. If he is impure, he would be in great danger. If he had touched a corpse within the last 7 days, the swords would certainly pierce his flesh. Once they have endeavoured to stab themselves to demonstrate their devotion to the barong, they must be disarmed by the priests and their helpers. But that must be done swiftly and powerfully, for none can tell how they will react. To be brought out of trance, the men must now be sprinkled with holy water. But when it appears, one of the most powerfully entranced men in his passion seizes the jar to drink it. Some are released from trance by wiping their faces with the shock of human hair that hangs beneath the barong's chin. But final exorcism will not happen except inside the temple itself.
Sudah, sekarang diberi sajian.